Welcome back to Marta from Sparta. We just literally wrapped up this beautiful jacket episode, and I have so much quilt left that I decided to keep on going with this quilt and spring vibes. And I want to make using leftover of this quilt and old bandana messenger bag. So that's the kind of idea which I have. And I also want to protect my quilt using this clear, I don't know how it's even called, I will Google it. So I'm gonna try to use old quilt and new fabric I never worked with or product I never worked with and create super fun spring messenger bag. So this particular pattern which I chose has gazillion tiny elements and instructions are like mile long, but I bet that at the end I will be very happy. It's just, I think what I learned about myself is like, I hate when the sewing project has a lot of teeny tiny pieces and 100 steps. Like this jacket, which I'm so proud of, had five pieces and it was such an easy and fun project, but I'm not gonna complain. As you probably know, this quilt had a lot of stains. So I have tons of quilt left, but there is also a lot of stains on it. So I try to find few areas when I can make matchy sides using the same pattern. I could only find brown flowers, which I cut out sides out of brown flowers only, and I have 4 of those. But I'm gonna choose the best one. Like these ones are super fun distressed. This one is very distressed, but I have to decide which 2 sides I would like to use. And the first step would be connect main side, main panel with the lining. So I already cut out everything. I attached interfacing, and if you guys going to be interested in using the same pattern I did, I will give you general feedback at the end of the video, and I will link the pattern in description below. So for now, let's connect lining to the 2 main panels. So I decided to choose the roller foot, and I don't know why, it just seems to have like, it makes sense. And I was thinking that this roller gonna just roll over the foil, and oh boy, that was right choice. From all these feet you guys see, the roller foot is actually a way to go. It's called a roller foot, and I have to tell you, oh, this baby is rolling. It's amazing, and sometimes it's not about the needle, which I just learned, but also about having right foot. And this roly-poly baby is rolling and gliding beautifully and gracefully on this liner which I came up with, and we will see if that's gonna actually be a happy ending result. I think I'm kind of getting to the point that Friday is Friday and I'm losing my patience with everything. And this bag has a lot of pieces, guys. So this is the first piece, which gonna involve bandana. And that's the main piece, not the main piece, that's the side piece, which goes around the bag. And it's same idea like with the main pieces. We have to attach the lining to the main piece, and I'm gonna attach the pattern comes with a very detailed directions, so we're not gonna go literally step by step. But I have to say, this bag is very well measured, so please be very specific with the cutting and measurements and stitching and everything, because if you're gonna be off a little bit, it's not gonna match. So I decided to go with the brown bandana, just because I have a brown flower in the middle, and I thought that's gonna be super adorable to have this brown detail. And the lining gonna be kind of green with the flowers. So I'm slowly going step by step, and we will see what's gonna happen. But I have a feeling that this bag gonna have so many details, and it's gonna be so time consuming, which is fine, because I learned something new again. I actually learned that the foot for the sewing machine is as important as the choices of needle. So I am happy that after the last project, I invested a little bit money, which was $11 whole for, I don't know how many footsies we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, for 11 different feet. And the roly-poly just saved my life just now. So I'm gonna go back to the step number 3 and see what's gonna happen. And that's my least favorite part. It's a zipper. So maybe let's talk about the zipper for a second, because that's, as always issue of mine. So this is the front of the bag, as you guys know. That's gonna be the side of the bag, as you guys know. And that's the choices of zippers I have. And as always, it's too many things available on Amazon that I can't decide. But because we are going with very earthy tones, that's the choices I kind of zippers I kind of like got from pulled from my drawer. So I think all of them I'm pretty much, well, okay, I can tell now in the camera that this one, no. Okay, that's the choices right now we have. And bandana is matching the flower petal. So I can already say that this brown is actually not going with anything. So we're down to 2. We can do either beige or green. And I have to see the next detail on the bag, but I have the feeling that we're gonna be down to this one. So here we go, problem solved. Step number 3, let's go. Now we're gonna attach a zipper between 2 connectors, lining and the front piece. And guess what's coming handy? Haha, zipper foot, which is so funny that I'm gonna use this so many times during this one project, and I'm wondering which other feet I'm gonna be able to use it today. But for now, I'm just gonna pull a zipper foot and use it to actually stitch the zipper between lining and the main piece. So I'm gonna say this: multifunctional kit, get it, $11, totally worth it. As far as the zipper goes, that's what you should have after you're done attaching front and the liner. So I do not know how it's gonna go with the rest of the bag yet, but generally that's how it looks like from the step number 3. So that's a liner and that's the front, and I obviously went with the beige zip. So the zipper situation, now we're making the handles, and you have to attach the ladder and 5 inches of each side, and she wants or he wants to glue the ladder into your strap. I'm gonna tell you a thing, I hate it. As much as I love making jacket, I really don't like this pattern. I mean, pattern is probably okay. The problem is that it's super advanced project, number 1. And number 2, it seems like it's a pattern for like professional bag maker or something. It's so many steps, so many details. Oh my goodness, and it's so much beautiful vintage quilt involved, and I just don't want to quit in the middle because I just don't want to waste it. It's such a beautiful piece of art. I already went very far, and yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it for weekend and take a break from it. And soon we're going with our parents for dinner, which I'm super excited about. I am really excited about seeing them and having nice dinner. I just really think that this pattern is for like professional bag makers. And you know, that's not the first step, which involves the gluing. The zipper involves some gluing, but I just skipped the gluing part. It's so many tiny details. I really have to push myself to do it, and I will finish. I know I will finish, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it again. Not this year. I have to say that I did actually found a perfect match for webbing. Look how beautifully it matches the side of the bag and brown. It's like they were made or dyed together in the same exact bin. So I attached the handle holders into the side of the bag, and that now we're gonna actually stitch the main pieces into the to the side of the bag, and I think then we're gonna work on the straps, and that will be it. It seems like this design has a lining attached to each piece of the bag instead of like creating one lining and just stitch it around. So she suggests, or he suggests, to bias every piece before we actually gonna put everything together. So what I am doing right now, I'm gonna actually bias everything and start to put all pieces together as suggested. So we start to biasing this piece, which we just finished putting together, and then I guess we start to assemble the bag and bias everything inside, and I guess that's going to be it, potential. Okay, so let's talk about for a few minutes about my sewing thoughts about this bag. And I came up with a concept of protecting the quilt with this, I don't know how it's called, like a sewing vinyl. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it in a craft stores. But oh my goodness, I struggled through the whole process of making this bag, and the reason for it was it's very complicated pattern, and it wasn't really clear about everything, so I was guessing a lot of times. I redid it a lot of times, but so I used bandana as some statement pieces around the bag, and I didn't do straps using the fabric. I also bought a webbing, and you have the attachable shoulder strap. You're gonna see it also on the side with a mannequin, and of course I had to add the bag charms because they are so trending right now, so I really love that part. I love the bandana as a part of the design and kind of like to break the whole quilt kind of vibe. I had enough of quilt to make also like a side pieces out of it, but I wanted to make something fun, and obviously more back charms, which are cohesive with the whole bag. He was suggesting to glue the bias tape, but I had zero success with that, and I'm gonna show you on the video. So I really love how it came out, but I have to say that's one of the few pieces which I made which I couldn't wait to be done with, and I was frustrated. I have to step away from it multiple times. I redid this part I think like 3 times. I don't think I showed everything on video, but you know, it came out amazing, and I do want to finish everything so it's beautiful and perfect. That's why I redid it multiple times, because I didn't want it just to finish for finishing sake of it. I want to eventually either resell this bag or use it myself. It's pretty cool bag itself, and it's because it has the shoulder strap. I can wear it different ways, and I can wear it just holding over here. But oh boy, I have to say I didn't enjoy making this purse at all, and it's so sad because it came out amazing. But the only reason why it came out amazing because I redid some parts of this bag multiple times. I do love this, and it wasn't hard to use a sewing vinyl, which is meant for sewing at all. And I love the design, so I have to tap myself on the shoulder for the design of this bag. Overall, it came out amazing, but it was a lot of work, and a lot of these pieces I have to redo it because I was not happy how it came out. After all, it's pretty cool, pretty good looking bag with adjustable and detachable shoulder strap. I really like the final result of it. Yeah, adjustment is right over here. It was a little bit too high. So yeah, looks great. It came out great. I love all the accent pieces. I love the charms. But it was struggle. I wouldn't do this bag again, at least for a while, guys, like, but real a while. So yeah, I'm not gonna recommend this pattern. I'm not gonna link it because I think it was very unclear and very instructions were really hard to understand. But overall final result, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you're gonna ask me and comment that you really want the link for this bag, I will link it. Other than that, because I didn't like it and I think it was not clear pattern, maybe just because it was pattern for very advanced, it was like kind of very advanced bag. That's why I struggle with it, but if you ask me for it, I will definitely provide you with the link. Other than that, because I think it was big struggle with the instructions and understanding step by step what actually they want. And I don't think that using so much glue on so many pieces was necessary. I'm not gonna recommend this pattern. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. And hey, if you have expensive taste like me and you want to keep your bank account happy as well, this is the right place for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.